Hey, what's your opinion on the fourth commandment regarding keeping the seventh day, Saturday, the Sabbath, holy?
Yeah. Absolutely. Talk about something that will unsettle you. Do a study on the Sabbath, and it will completely make you nervous because he uses a phrase that is pretty rare. He'll say forever. And he'll go, this is my command for you forever. Now, a lot of people can get out of it and they can go, well, that's for the Jews. That's not for the Gentiles. And you go, well, we were grafted into the family, so I think there's a certain degree that it applies to us as well. And then you go, why don't we still hold the Sabbath? If it is forever, for all generations, is actually phrases that it uses, why aren't we doing it now? And you go, well, in the New Testament, Paul and Jesus, they all began to clarify, don't let anyone judge you on new moon or Sabbath day when you worship it. And then all of a sudden it shifts from Saturday to Sunday and the worship changes for the resurrection of Jesus Christ, the day that they would worship. And it keeps going on and on and on. Here's my understanding if I was to wrap it up in a nutshell. The Sabbath was a description of saying, make sure that you are all God's. Not all of us are gods. It's you are all of God's, apostrophe S, right? We are his possession. Therefore, just like tithing was 1/10, 1/7 of the week is given to him. But are we only supposed to give 1/10 of our wages to God, or are we to give him everything? I think that Sabbath was a sampling and a training tool to say everything you are, all of your time is mine. I want all of it. I trained you up in 1/7. However, we're going to shift over with Jesus and we're going all. So I believe that as living sacrifices, now all of our time is dedicated to him, not 1/7, not 1 day a week, it's 7 days a week. And that's where Jesus began to explode things out and be far more collective and saying, you are my cherished possession. You and I are together 7 out of 7 days. Everything you do is mine. So I think that's ultimately how we carry out the Sabbath, is that just as we carry out tithing in a different way today, we do not carry out the 1/10 concept in a ritualistic fashion, nor do we carry out the Sabbath in a ritualistic fashion. We expand it out to being what God ultimately desires, which is all.
That is a beautiful way of explaining that.
Thanks.
Maybe you should teach on that sometime.
I probably should.
I think you should. Whoever wrote that, good question.